What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Andre SOG Ward. Andre Ward previews Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk. Andre Ward believes that the size, skills, and dodge determination of Tyson Fury may prove to be too much for the smaller unified heavyweight champion Oleksandr Usyk in a fight between the two for the undisputed championship. Ward is intrigued by this matchup because it pits two highly skilled champions that are vastly different in size, 6'9" versus 6'3". That's not to say that Usyk can't win, because Fury's whole game is centered around the fighters that stand in front of him to allow him to get shots off and lean on them. Usyk isn't going to be there for Fury to use his usual back and forth tricks on him than he's done against so many other opponents. It turns out just like I thought it would turn out. Usyk had too much flavor and too much IQ for Anthony Joshua, Andre Ward said. He said, "I was pleasantly surprised Anthony Joshua looked a little bit better. You can see him thinking in a good way. You saw him early in the fight trying to stand his ground and to be the bigger guy. I'm sure that's what Robert Garcia, his new trainer, wanted him to do." He said, "You can't box with a great boxer. You have to be the bigger man," and he tried to follow the script. He also tried to make a stand in the 9th round and got Usyk's attention. If Joshua was able to muster that type of effort and that type of mentality throughout the fight, he would have won. Just because he's improved doesn't mean he was winning, and doesn't mean he did enough to win. He came in heavy with a heavy heart and a lot of shoulders, was with his country being at war. Usyk did. Not only wanting to represent his team, his family, but his country on the biggest stage, and he did just that. He said, "I believe this will be the case in this situation." He's Ward picking Tyson Fury to beat Usyk. He said, "You can't write Usyk off by any stretch of the imagination, but Tyson Fury is not Anthony Joshua. Tyson Fury has an amateur pedigree. Tyson Fury is big and has got a range, and he knows how to use it. He's not conflicted about his style. He's not conflicted about the type of fighter he is. He knows he can box, but he also knows he has the dog in him. We've seen him get off the canvas against punchers like Deontay Wilder and get hit with some massive shots that take most men out. He's found a way to get up, bite down on his gum shield, and stick to the game plan and go get the win. I don't think there will be any difference in this fight with Usyk, but it's intriguing because of the skill set of both guys, the size difference between Usyk and Tyson Fury. Both guys want the fight." Let me counterpunch. I understand Andre Ward's reasoning behind that. You look at Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury is an undefeated fighter, okay? Oleksandr Usyk is an undefeated fighter. This will be a tough fight. I think it will be one of the the toughest fight for both guys for many reasons. Because Tyson will be in there with a guy that's never tasted defeat. Oleksandr will be in there with a guy that's never tasted defeat. Not to say that they haven't before, okay, because they both have. But I think the difference of this is going to be who lands the better shots in the most shots versus who wants it more, because they'll both want it. They don't know what it's like to not win, okay? We learn anything about Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is a winner. He goes in there and he does exactly what he's supposed to. It takes me back to 2018 in December when he took on Deontay Wilder after 2 tune-up fights after being out of the ring for 3 years, okay? And what I've known about Tyson Fury, when he got dropped in the 9th, he was winning the fight, in my eyes, okay, in a lot of people's eyes. But what did he do? Did he just coast? Did he just try to survive? No. Tyson Fury then switched gears from gear 3rd, then he went to 4th, then he went to 5th. And he went from 3rd gear to 5th gear, just like that, okay? And he turned up on Deontay Wilder to show Deontay Wilder, yeah, you dropped me, but I'm going to show you that I'm the winner and I'm the guy that's owning this ring tonight. Okay, round 12, the same thing. It was just way more dramatic. Okay, when Tyson hit the ring, hit the canvas, we thought it was done. I'm like, dude, this guy is boxed all the way to the 12th round. And let's just pause there for a second, right? Even if Wilder would have knocked out Tyson Fury, which a lot of people argue that he did, you know, a lot of Wilder supporters, you know, argue that the count was long, this, that, and the other. And his condition on the canvas as he got dropped. Even if he would have got to that point, people would have gave him, quote unquote, a moral victory. Why? Because this was a guy that we thought, first of all, we thought was a cherry pick. Second of all, how could he even have the conditioning to go to the 12th round? Third, we thought he was going to be knocked out by round 3 or 4. Wouldn't even get past half the fight, and he's in the 12th round. Yes, he takes a huge right hand. However, that huge right hand didn't set him down. But what did he do when he got up? He earned the reasoning on why he got up. Okay, and he got up and he buckled Wilder and won the rest of the round. So that just shows you the determination of Tyson Fury. He's not going to give up easy. Even if Usyk gets him, it will be a different type of fight if Usyk does drop him, which I don't think Anthony Joshua is more tough than Tyson Fury. I just don't see it. If anything, I think Tyson Fury, especially in the heart category or the toughness category, is probably a notch over Joshua. Okay, but then again, they both haven't really been in the ring with the same guys to really say that, or get hit with the same shots, rather, you know, because Tyson Fury's fought different challenges. But Tyson Fury, you know, I don't see him just giving up when he comes to one trial or one hurdle in that fight. I see him rising to the next gear. And the same for Oleksandr Usyk. You know, you can argue that Andre Ward is ESPN, and ESPN is, you know, Tyson was an ESPN fighter, but, you know, I understand his reasoning. What he said, was it true? I think it was true. I think Tyson Fury will not go in there trying to figure out Usyk. I think he will know exactly what to do. His game plan will be set on doing it, and if that game plan isn't work, he's going to adjust, and then it's going to be a whole new game plan. The rule books will change. He will turn the page on that rule book when it comes to trying to get Oleksandr Usyk out of there. But do I agree? It's 50-50 to me at this point. I will favor Usyk because of his conditioning, okay? But I did see in the 9th round from the Joshua fight that Usyk can be pressured. Usyk can be shaped. He can be moved. You know what I mean? But did he go down? No. But can Tyson Fury do much more than Anthony Joshua on the 9th? We will see on that night. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of of Andre Ward picking Tyson Fury to beat Oleksandr Usyk. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.